Alright, welcome to the Let's Try. This is BioMenace Remastered the demo. So I have no, history with the original game. So this is obviously a remaster of a classic 2D side-scrolling shoot 'em up here. So the classic 2D action platformer BioMenace returns with enhanced graphic and refined gameplay. Fight your way through a city ravaged by dangerous mutants, rescue hostages, find secrets and rack up points. Locate the secret lab behind this attack and prevent Dr. Mangle from taking over the world. Very positive reviews so far. Released in December of 2025. It's tagged as a 2D platformer, shooter, action adventure game. So a classic pixel graphic style 2D shoot 'em up game here, right? Run and gun game with some platform. So again, I have no history of the classic game. There is a demo available and the game is released, that's nice. The price tag is 15 euros ish right now, which again, if it is fair, it's a normal sized classic game, it is definitely a good pricing, right? And I'm going into this with no knowledge of the classic game, which meaning that I'm just going to evaluate this remastered. So if you have a lot of playtime with the old game, your viewpoint might definitely be very different from my standpoint, right? Again, I'm just gonna come into this. Is this a fun game? And I know that I know that it has its roots in the old game. I don't know how much they changed or anything like that. I'm gonna check the options real quickly. It should be timestamps down below to get into the action immediately if you just want that, but I highly recommend to always just browse the options. Very good and helpful and can help you get the most fun out of the experience of the game. Right, so there seems to be leaderboards, I guess, for scores. Play this. Maybe it's local or online. Right. Let's go to the top here. Oop. So you have a full screen or window mode toggle. I'm gonna assume by the way the game behaves that it's just a borderless full screen, and then there is normal window mode. There is no way for you to in-game set a multiplier of the size of the window or a resolution. You have to just manually resize it. Works, but I prefer to have fixed modifiers or resolution. It's fully working. Start here. You have a classic or a modern. I'm gonna go with the modern here, and I'm gonna get so this game was released probably 4:3 aspect ratio default. Have now support for widescreen, better graphics, shooter motion and parallax stuff. It might be higher FPS. Let me do this. Right. You have minimal HUD, classic HUD, or no HUD. Right. I'm gonna go with the default modern thing. You have the settings for music and sound. No master slider, but hey, if you don't have a master slider and you want to turn the music down, you turn them both down. You have a master. So this works. It's a nice thing to just quick and dirty, have a master volume slider. Down style, alternative or default. Let's go. Let's go with the default. Right. Gamepad settings you cannot remap, which is a huge missing. Not good. Other than that, it seems like you pretty much has jumping, shooting, look up, down, and you can switch weapons or grenades. Right, so switch weapons, switch grenades, jump and shoot. Then you have, seems to be some form of quick saving. That's an interesting choice. I'm not sure if that was in the original game. Not sure if the quick save is going to be able that you like can quick save whenever. Might, if I remember, to you know, try that one. I think this is a great thing that you can see all of these you know, controls before starting the game. Again, you would like to be able to remap it, but you can definitely use the Steam input with the Steam controller support here and remap a lot and lots of different controllers, and I'm gonna be trying this game with the 8-bit Ultimate to wireless. Right, no way to turn on or off any vibration or yeah, no, there's no haptic support here or like stuff like that so far in the settings. Speedrunner mode, I guess that maybe takes away some cutscenes or stuff like that as a timer. You can show this thing, that's nice, turn off some messages, right? It's a bare bone, there's no graphical settings or VSync on off or that. The game in the menu seems to be running at 120 FPS, so I'm gonna guess that this might have a forced VSync-ish mode, or that it will detect your monitor's maximum refresh rate and cap to that one, but most likely it has a forced VSync on here. Right. Let's go with the tutorial, shall we? Right, so you can use the analog stick, there we go. You want to do that. The right moves the camera up and down. Okay, the camera stays up and down. Right, down. Oh wow, that's no projectiles when you shoot. There's also is this that you should be able to do. Alright, this is the original graphic. Right, less smooth motion. 4:3. This is the modern. Yeah, smoother motion. You have some motion interpolation here. Really feels. There's no auto fire. Right. Okay, can I switch? Oh, right. 67. I have no. Okay, I only have that one. We have no grenades. How do you use grenades? Maybe by pressing up and something. Right. Very simple graphic here. It seems to be running and feels pretty smooth here in 120 FPS. We can see that my CPU and my GPU is just... it's not being utilized at all. It's a very lightweight game here, which is positive for sure. A very little system memory, very little of everything. Oh wait, why to throw grenade? Did I miss that? Alright, yeah. Why grenade landmine? I missed that one. Let me try... Oops, sorry. Can't save, okay. Right, you can I do like when you have ladders that you can jump and then like attach to the end to quickly jump up. No fall damage. Very simplistic but interesting audio so far. Let me remove this. We don't need a performance metric, right? I think it should be just for fun. Keep it up. Oh. Let's keep this one on. It should be pretty much a straight green line pretty much. This is so lightweight. Okay, so that's a continue or checkpoint. Oh. What's the landmine? Is this the one? Right. So this is a normal grenade. This is cluster or a fire grenade landmine. The landmine definitely, I would have liked if it looked a little bit different. Right. Since I only have one weapon, it... Oh, now I have two weapons. Three weapons. Oh, this is a projectile, right? That's a weak one. Another checkpoint. Ooh, I see. Oh, oh, okay. Healing. Right. Up item. Place item. Yeah, this definitely brings back vibes to the old school 2D DOS games. I haven't played a lot of those, very little. Yeah, I kind of got into the computer and gaming, PC gaming, right at the point when 3D graphics started off. Just with Doom and Duke 3D, Shadow Warrior, Redneck Rampage. So these games, I kind of like glanced over them. I was a console player before, and then, you know, the PC came and more of a 3D. So these are classic DOS shoot 'em up games and stuff like that. Yeah, that's something that I have pretty much zero experience with. Right, so here you get your lore about, you know, why the hell are we here? What are we supposed to be doing and stuff like that. You know, it's fun, you know, get into it if you want to, but when it comes to these classic ones, I'm just in for the gameplay, the shooting. So, hey, you can play the demo, you can read this fine, skip it, oh, that's nice. Right. Okay, you can say mid-level quick saving. Right. We're gonna try this to see that it works that way. That's nice. Alright, we need to check the different HUD options. You have infinite lives. Okay. Infinite. I think I read something on the Steam forum that the original game, you did not have infinite lives, and that they are thinking of maybe adding a, you know, a classic hardcore mode with limited lives. I'm sure that this just, again, it caters more to a modern audience, so I can see why, you know, you go this route. But I hope they add the classic, if you have limited lives mode, I hope they can get that one. Parallax scrolling. Oh, secret. We like secrets. Oh. Right, and I have a key. Yeah, no fall damage. Right, groovy music. How many? We have only one weapon. We have 3 grenades. Okay. Groovy music. Right. So. Oh, you could go all the way. I'm not gonna... Oh, you can stand on that. Okay. Definitely interesting. Let me try. Oh my goodness. That's some charm, the old graphic also. Definitely quite tricky to see that you can't crawl. That you can stand on this one. Let's go back. Okay. I think the character looked almost more badass in the original. The flames in the car here looked also quite interesting. The background in the modern are definitely, with the parallax thing, is nicer, but it has a more of a darker, grittier style, the classic one. Okay, interesting. Angry boy. Right, there's no map and stuff. Let me try. Okay, we have a game save. Okay, we can see that there is some kind of red dips in the top left for like the frame graph, the smoothness. The smoothness of the game. I don't feel anything. It could have been when you switch graphics. Yeah, it looks like that is when I switch the graphic. That's when the frame time dipped, so. Yeah, so I think it is a very smooth game, probably. Ooh, you can't. Right, so you need to open that some different way. Right, so you need to find something to put in there. Right, so let me take away this one. Okay, it feels a little bit not as, it doesn't feel like 120 frames. I'm guessing the interpolation here make it a bit sluggish there. When I walk here, it stutters a little bit. It could be a Unity engine problem. This is super smooth. Going to the right is super smooth. But here it kinda stutters something. Yeah, okay, this part of the game here has something with that feels a little bit stuttering. It could be the motion interpolation thing that isn't, you know, working correctly. It could be my monitor. I have VRR or like G-Sync on, alright. Well, we are gonna be aware that it could be something. Could be some smoothness problem for you depending on your setup. Oh, oh, that's a okay. Cannot. Oh, I could enter that. All right. It's definitely a little bit. There we go. It's a little bit interesting that I have no projectiles on this gun. It makes sense, but it feels a little bit interesting. Okay, so oh, I can climb up more. Okay. I have 3 keys. Oh. Different weapon. No, is this? No, it's the same. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I'm taking too much damage. It definitely has a bit of a trickiness to it. It feels pretty interesting, sure. I went all that way. Yeah. Oh. Platform deactivated. Platform activated. Find out where these crystal shards go. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Gonna guess we have to go. Okay, do I have? No, you must rescue the hostage first. Right, so it's not this one. Have to rescue the hostage. Where does the crystal shard go? Right, so it's a pretty... It's definitely not like a huge level or anything, so... I'm gonna guess we need to go into... Hello? Oh, okay. Haven't been here. Okay, so now we have a different weapon. Alright, rescue. I need to find out if we do that. Oh, wait. Let me do this. I wanna try. There we go. Game saved. Then we do this. Okay, yeah. Quick save. Cool. I don't think there was anything in here, right? No. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have the shard? Oh, this is the shard? Yeah. Right, okay. Right, and now we get the key. Oh, and we have fire grenade. Or cluster grenades. Okay, so... And what was it? I was thinking I wanted to quickly do this. Okay. No HUD. Silver and blue. Minimal HUD. And classic HUD. Okay. Can do the modern one. I think that is... looks nice. Alright. But I only have one of these. Oh. Oh, level... Oh my... Can I do... Let me see if I can use my quick save. It's nice that you have the option for quick saving. There's definitely... There is more here. Okay. It could be a secret or something, but there is more stuff here. Maybe we... No, we can't go. We can't come back, right? Hatch open. Oh, there we go. Okay. Definitely a little bit special with the graphic style. Okay. Right. Now we can leave. Alright. Downtown complete, score, blah blah, time, difficulty, score, items. Okay, I missed a few gems here. Only half of the secrets. Oh, interesting. Finished at full hell, all games found. Alright. Not too bad. This feels pretty good, right? It's pretty solid. But it has definitely, it has the vibe of a classic game. Oh, it was hidden behind a sign. So obviously, let me do this one. So obviously, if you don't like these classic games, the bullets, regular or super, only grenade, mines, or plasma balls can defeat these enemies. Enemies flash white when taking damage, blah blah blah. When he know that the current weapon. Okay, so if the enemy doesn't flash, it's not working. Interesting. But yeah, it is very classic feeling, so if you don't like the classic type of like game or gameplay, you know, this is not going to be the game that just brings in the widest audience. But for people that like this classic shooter here, it feels damn good. Again, I'm coming in from this like a new standpoint. I'm not going to be referring to like how it feels to the classic games, since I don't know. Oops, that one we need to use a grenade for, yes? It is a little bit of a floaty like jump movement, and other than that it's a pretty snappy one. Oh, I forgot about those again and again. Wow, I'm gonna die here. Let's do a quick save. Oh, I did not see that one. Okay, so that's not working. So how am I supposed to do this? Ooh, hell yeah. Right, so this is an auto-firing weapon. So you don't have to mash for this like special weapon here. I'm save scamming just so I can get as much as possible out of this demo here. Oh. So I need to find one dude to rescue, or maybe there's more, right? And then we need to find like the exit. That was a lot of damage, not good. It does seem also like my weapons and stuff, they carry over. Oh wow. Damn. Oh, I must find the magnet first. For the things to open. Oh, you don't have a key card for this. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what have I missed? This has definitely a nice vibe to it. I can definitely see, you know, both the original and this one, why it was liked. I think the remaster here with the added smoothness and stuff, it's... And for me, definitely the kind of the infinite... Oh shit! The infinite life things is definitely going to be good. Because I'm definitely on the... just on the second level here. I am definitely like super close to just dying, so... What have I not explored? Okay. What have I not explored here? I probably won't be going to like buying the full game here because like it's nice and fun, and on a sale I can see myself playing it, but I prefer more of the, you know, the more modern, like whoop. You have the more like Blazing Chromes, you have Contra Operation Galuga, you have Soda Crisis and others. More modern shooters, but I see the charm in this. You know, it's a... Oh, I haven't opened one door. That's the door I need to open, probably. Yep. But again, on a sale, or if I, you know, felt that I wanted something to play, I could definitely see myself going for a the game like this. I did go the other side already. I don't think I found any secrets here. Oh, I missed a door up here also. That's points. And I do like the addition here of the quick save. I don't know if that was in the original game. I'm thinking maybe not. But that's just a nice quality of life thing. You know, if you want to, you can use it. If you don't, then you don't use it. The only thing obviously is that if the game had like a limited life by default, I hope they can add in that as an option for, you know, the classic players of this game. But for the modern audience, let me do... It's not going to be a problem, right? Alright. Blah blah blah. And now we get the key to exit. Right. I have no idea how you're supposed to take those ones out. Yeah, don't know how to take those guys out, that's fine. I got no secrets. Right, a different... a bit of a different setting here. Oh. Right, so when you're shooting, you can't move. Unless, I guess, unless you jump, maybe. Oh, a secret there. Good found. Oh, oh, that's a landmine. I haven't used those. Right, we can do this. Oh. Yes, you can jump. Oh, wow, how interesting. Jump through those that... Oh. Oh, my first death there, okay. You do respawn here. It does look like I keep my... Yeah, like, it does look like I keep my... Boom. Like I keep my weapons and stuff. This is definitely quite a tricky one. Definitely a bit of a weirder... You cannot jump down through platforms. Oh. That's a long time that power-up was active. Oh my god, all the way down? Okay. Well, I think I've probably played most of what I need for this demo here. It's a very nice demo, like the length of it. Good features. Yeah, and like it seems like the price is alright, 15 euros. It's just that you need to, you know, think that this graphic style has some charm for you, and you must also, you know, like the classic shooter vibe. Because it is definitely a very... It is a classic feeling. It has a very old school feeling here. Oh, I forgot about this one. This level definitely feels a little bit more confusing. Than some of the previous levels. Collecting wise, it's... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Collecting wise, it's going to be a little bit more trickier. Okay, so that's the exit. Oh. I'm gonna play a little bit, maybe see if I can... If we can get through this level, and that's gonna be the let's try. Let me look at something here. There was... Don't hear any different here. Yeah, I haven't heard any different yet. Okay, you're rescuing the babes now. Is this Duke Nukem? Okay, and now you can, if you want, leave. Oh, crap. Right, I did this. Let's just get out of here and see how bad I did on this level. Right, so you can, if you want to do... Whoop. Yeah, so I cannot get up to that. Alright. 30% of the secrets, missed a few gems. Yeah, I did terrible. Right. We played for 40 minutes, but yeah, I think this is a good amount of time here to try. For me, I see the charm. I think the graphics, it has a nice charm to it. I think it's nice that you can swap, you know, on the fly. Even the classic one, it has a charm, for sure. Like, again, this is something I feel is a little bit unfortunate, right? I think it's great that they did this, especially the widescreen. And they try to stay true, you know, to the core game, giving, you know, people that love the classic what they want. But what I think it would have been more nicer would have been if they would have had this one, this graphic, but added like the smooth motions, the smoother scrolling and everything, and gave 16:9 or super ultra widescreen support, right? And then this mode, I want more. I think it would have been nicer if they just went ham. They keep the same level layout, but the textures, the enemies, stuff like that, just rank it to 10. But that's, you know, again, as an option. So you have the people that want the classic experience, they have this one. And then you have like more here to even further bring in the more of the modern crowd. Because this style, I think it's nice and I think it has charm. But I definitely think that this could be a showstopper for, you know, a lot of other people, that more like younger people. They probably would have liked a much more higher graphic fidelity, and when you do this... But this, again, this is a remaster, so for me a remaster is a light way. It's more of just making the game run on modern hardware. A remake for me is like, okay, we are really oomping it up. It's going to be different from the original. So, you know, it is... It's doing good in that regards. Whoa! As a remaster, yeah, it's doing good at what, you know, you're expecting. But it could have been more. Like, again, if we are going to modernize, why not give us like a weapon and like a weapon wheel or a grenade wheel? Yeah. Again, as long as you don't change the level layout or like the enemy and how they behave and the character's movement, I think it would have been fun just to give more oomph to it. But for the ones that loves the classic, hopefully this will be, you know, exactly what they like. Having the classic mode and then having... Oops, that's the wrong one. And then having... And then having a different... Having the, you know, this like... That this modern one is just feels classic, but still fun to, you know, everyone that loved the original one. But I think that they would have gone more ham with the graphic and, again, weapon wheels and stuff like that. It could have drawn in a new audience. As long as they kept like this one. But again, give the options to have the smooth motion and everything working here. And like widescreen support. Right, I guess, okay, so I guess, okay, if you do this. Right, that's good. That's good. So you have smooth motion, you have parallax. Yeah, okay. The quick shortcut to switch back and forward to the modern and the classic, it just turns off everything. Okay, I get ya. All right, I'm fine with that. Right, that's perfect. Right, so now you have the smoother graphic, you have the widescreen support, but you have we have the classic. Yeah, but we have the classic. Whoop. Go. Right, classic HUD. Right. Yeah, we have the classic HUD, we have smooth motion, smoother scrolling. It still isn't super smooth for me, I don't know why. It could again be my monitor, it could be G-Sync, FreeSync, or if this is made in Unity, it could be a Unity problem. Alright. Yeah, exactly, this is great. I just wish that we have an even higher fidelity of like graphic stuff. That's just me personally. But again, hopefully this will just be exactly... Yeah, hopefully this is just exactly what the ones that love the original game wants. Also would have been nice if we could have had like... Again, if you're gonna take a classic, right? And bring it into the kind of more modern era. Do not be afraid of going ham, but making sure that you can get like the original feeling of the game. And you can do that, right, with this option. But I would have loved it even in like a modern, more oomphed up soundtrack here, right? Not changing it, just remaking or remastering it. This, as long as you have the option for the classic. But hey, for the price, this is definitely really great. It's definitely... Whoa, okay. Oh, that's that. It's doing great. It's doing what it's set out to be. Remake the old classic game. Making support for modern, like, widescreen and computers. Adding some smoothing options. You have a different of HUD options. It's doing everything what it's, you know, what it's set up to do. It's a great option and everything here. Right. I think that's good to go back to the title. Yes. Right, yeah. A really fun demo. Good size demo here. Again, I don't even know how long it is. And it feels like if you like the classic game, this should, you know, hey, that should be just making it easier to run on modern hardware, adding like widescreen support, you know, you have a little bit of difference there. Again, I hope that if the original game had like a limited life and something like that they bring that back as an option. And it would be nice if you could remap the controllers without using the Steam input. But, oops, sorry. But it's just... I don't think this will bring like a new crowd in, and that's nothing bad per se. But if, again, it would be nice if they had went to make, you know, more ham as options. I think that would have been really awesome, because it's a pretty fun but lightweight experience here to the shooter. But if you had more of the graphical and maybe audio oomph, it would have been maybe easier for people that has no clue about this game, or, you know, aren't into those classic style games of the art style, to just get into it. Because that's one thing I remember. I don't remember exactly, but I think it might have been like one of the R-Type games or what it was. They had taken like the two, it could maybe be Gradius, but they had they had taken that 2D pixel style game and they had made it into a 2.5D more of 3D style side-scrolling game. And you could swap between those modes, and I think that would have been nice for this, because it's just modern audience, it could be easier to get into, and also just fun to replay your old classic game in a completely different art style, but the gameplay is exactly the same. And then, you know, if you just love the classic, you have that option. And the great thing here is that you get the classic options, right? The classic feeling. To my knowledge, again, this is my first look at this game, and I haven't played the classic, but it feels like you get the classic vibe and everything, the style, the movement. But you don't get a lot of like modern things, right? So it's not going to bring the modern audience in. And again, it's fine, it's a very good price, and maybe hopefully there is enough of people that really love this classic game and love this classic art style, and it will do well. But it could have been well, yeah, I guess when we are taking these O's, I think it's fun to do more. But that's my personal stance and personal opinion. And again, it's like modernizing things. I think it would have been great with just the option for like a weapon wheel there, to easier and quicker just swapping the weapons here. Because you don't quick swap weapons, so a weapon wheel would have worked fine for me here. And the icon for like the landmine was, I think they could have changed that to more symbolize a mine, even if it might not have looked like the classic regional or whatever, right? And it's some minor things there that I just think would have been fun. But it was a fun experience. It feels classic in a modern era here, right? It's like you take the classic games and, you know, add a little bit, but you have all of that classic vibe left. So if you love that, I'm sure that you might really love this game. But if you're not into those classic games, there's nothing that's going to bring you over. And yeah, hey, every game isn't for every gamer. I think this was really fun. But with the art style and the play style here, since I'm more into a little bit more modern style, again, it's like we're starting off with the shooters from the Super Nintendo era and forward, where it's like more of my style, for the exception of some of the classic Contra, Super C and Journey to Silos on the Nintendo that has a different vibe to them. I'm more into those modern shooters, so maybe on a sale, something I will get this. Again, I love the quick save feature and everything here. It's very accessible, and yeah. Again, if the original game had a limited life mode, that's the only downside. Because I think that when you take the classic games, it's nice if you have a classic mode that are like as close as possible to the original game as an option. And right now there seems to not be a limited mode option here, at least. Unless if you go for hard. Maybe that will have a limited life, I don't know. But yeah, try this one out. 15 euros is a nice price. Probably gonna be on a sale in the future, right? Then maybe under 10 euros. And just, you know, if you like the style of the art, the sound, The gameplay is a bit of a slower side-scrolling that might be more fitting or not to your style. Jumping has a bit of a floatiness, so you gotta, you know, enjoy that. You only aim in a horizontal, you know, up or down, so you must be into that also. And if all of those come together, yeah, this might just be a really awesome game for you. But if lots of those pieces does not come together to you, well, hey, then it might not be the game for you. But that's gonna be it for today. Feel free to leave a like, a comment, follow Shikbatter's channel if you don't want to miss me trying games and demos and related stuff. And have a great day, and bye for this time.